Welcome to my live stream. Remember to subscribe. Today I want us to speak about generational curses. We are speaking about how to break family generational curses. Welcome to my live stream. This live stream is for very important matters. I want us to learn how to break family generational curses. I have written something over here that I'm going to explain to you about the process of breaking the family generational curses. I know this is going to be a great blessing to many people. How to break family generational curses. I'm waiting for some more people to join. Then we begin the live stream. Want some more people to join. Then I begin. My name is Ivan Travis and this is Ivan Travis TV. If it is your first time in this channel, consider subscribing. I want us to learn in this particular live now to break family generational curses. I know this is something that is tying many people. They don't know how to get rid of these patterns, getting rid of these particular things that have been found in our families. And every family has got something unique about themselves. One of the things that makes some families unique is these particular obstacles that they normally face as a family. You see something happened to your parents, something happened to your great grandparent, and it happened also to your parents, and you can see it happening even to you. These patterns we need to get rid of, failure to which they're going to happen. These particular things that we are trying to fight now, they will even follow our upcoming generation. So this is something that you should be very careful about. You should be very, very careful about, because you can, if you don't know how to break some patterns in your lives, this life, to those who don't know, this life is spiritual in a way, and you can try as much as you can to put a lot of physical energy, but you end up like it is all in vain. You work hard, you get your salary, you get your wages, but they're like you're not benefiting from them because the things that you are fighting are beyond the physical realm. And our curse is very spiritual. It is something that is spiritual that takes part in the physical. And you may not see the spiritual things because they don't have the body. all right? And if you don't pay attention on the physical thing, because the physical things are the ones that normally direct or run the physical world. They need the physical world for them to get there, to be effective. So that is why I'm telling you even about the generational curses, the patterns that you normally see in your family. These are things that are caused by something that is spiritual, but you can see them dominating. You may not realize that they are spiritual because the actions or maybe the things that you are seeing them getting manifested in the physical. All right. So that is why you and I needs to learn about how to break the generational curses. All right. Yeah. Meanwhile, consider subscribing. Then you like this live. You consider subscribing. Then you like this live. And let me begin by saying that a generational curse is simply a negative pattern of things you don't want. A negative pattern of things that you don't want. You are seeing some things that you are trying to fight some things that maybe you have seen them happen. You know, a pattern is something that is has a certain flow. All right. And so a generational curse is simply a negative pattern of things that you don't want. And I'm speaking about now a repeating cycle. Sorry, allow me to do this. Yeah, I'm speaking about a repeating cycle of negative issues in your life that can be traced in 3 to 4 generations. All right, things like, for example, sicknesses, sin, marriages, or not even getting married. Even things like breakups. You see somebody like you're coming from a family of where almost everyone is a single parent. Your mother is a single mother, your your grandma, like all of them, they're not married. You see them to your uncles, your aunties, all of them are their marriages are not working. And this like a pattern, all right? Something like unemployment. Like you look for your family, you can look at your family, maybe you see like everybody, people have been looking for jobs, they have been tarmacking, but nobody wants to employ them. It may be something that is natural, but it can also be something like a generational curse. I'm not trying to justify the fact that whatever that is happening is really a generational curse, because some things are just the normal things, but there are things that are not normal. And you can see them even from the way they are happening, all right? And something like prostitution, something like stagnation. Stagnation is something that is also is something that is real, whereby you see people are working so hard, people are struggling so hard to make it in life, and but their work is like it is not adding up. Their effort is like not adding up. Then you see something like poverty, whereby you can see a certain family and you see people like uh, like everybody is poor. Nobody can save the other person. That family is known. No, even if you trace it from the grandparents, from your great grandparents to your parents, then you see it the same thing is coming to you. There is a probability that these are generational curse, and these are things that when you look at, you will see that your parents experienced them, and now they are coming to haunt you. And so these are generational curses that if you don't break them, even your children will be affected. This is very, very serious. That if you don't break the generational curses, even your children will be affected. So you need to be very careful about this. Let us read the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter number 20, verse number 5. We shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to a third and fourth generation to those who hate me. How do these generations, the question is, like, how do these generational curses come about? How do they come about? Do they just appear and you see the curses there? They follow the bloodline. They follow the bloodline. What has been passed on to you from your ancestors, from your parents, what they did, how they behaved, and the choices they made. So this is how generational curses come about. They follow a certain bloodline. They follow a certain sequence. They follow a certain, sorry? Yeah, generational curses do follow a certain sequence, whereby from your ancestors, from your parents, what they did, how they behaved, and the choices they made. Another ways in which these generational curses can come about is through negative ones. Negative prophecies can come to pass. This is now where comes the power of the tongue. The negative prophecies can come to pass. How can you bring an end to a generational curse? One thing that you should know is that Jesus paid the price. He paid the price already, and you don't have to carry that curse, because Jesus, by dying on the cross, by shedding his blood on the Calvary, for the sake of you and I, it means that he has already paid the price, and so you don't have to carry a curse. All right. So there is self-deliverance which you can carry on. You don't even have to go to the men of God like pastors and so forth. So let your mouth confess. First of all, you start by let your mouth confess. Then you renounce. Then you reject and disconnect from all these generational curses. And your heart you should believe that you are free. There is power in confession. Renouncing is like if somebody told you that you not go far, you renounce that one, you revoke that statement, and you alter a different statement that I will go far. You get the point? Then you confess, you reject that particular negative utterance that anybody uttered to you, even if it is your family members, even if it is your parents, even if it is your friends, anybody who said something negative about you, you can revoke that statement, you can renounce it, and reject that statement and disconnect yourself from all those negative utterances and all those generational curses. And with your heart, you believe that you are actually free, because there is power in confession. All right. So this is something that you should know very well, and you can teach someone else that these generational curses that you normally see, this pattern see, that nobody in our family is married, everybody in our family is poor, that everybody is unemployed in my family, nobody who is saved, everybody is a drunkard, everybody is has got the spirit of prostitution, and all those things. You can choose that you will take a different path. You can choose that you're not going to walk to that direction that many people in your family walk through that same direction. You can choose to take a different path that is that is enlightened by Christ, that that God has planned for you. Because one thing that you should know about God, as he is telling Jeremiah that he knew him before he was formed in his mother's womb. And again, he's telling him that I know the plans I have for you. Plans not to lead you to destruction, plans to give you a hope and a future that you hope for. So, these living under the captivity of generational curses, it is not the will of God upon your life. That is something that you should understand. That God's plan for you is not for you to be poor. It's not for you to live a miserable life of uh, not getting married like other people, not living a life of prostitution, not undergoing the challenge of not getting a job, of rejection, of all that. That is not the will of God upon your life. You should understand that God's plan are not to bring distraction, are not the plans to bring you failure, but they are plans to bring you prosperity and to bring you the hope and the future that you hope for. Praise the Lord. So you can choose to break all the generational curses. I'm telling you, if anybody in your life sends something negative about you, you can revoke, you can reject that particular statement, you can renounce, and you alter positive thing, positive ones upon your life, and your life you're going to see. Then you believe it. You must believe whatever that you're confessing. All right, because there is the power in the tongue. Whatever that you say and you believe in it, and you include God in it, eventually it will come to pass. All right. Remember what I've told you, that God's plan are not to bring you to destruction, but to bring you the future, the a prosperous future, a life that is fulfilling, a life that is effective, a life that is impactful. All right, that is the God's plan upon your life. And anything that is negative, the generational curses, the family the soul ties, the negative ones, should not have dominion in your life, whereas you can see them, you can see it. Praise the name of the living God. So believe in whatever that you are going to confess. Even if you are seeing some things almost happening, believe that you can choose. You have the power to choose, or maybe to prevent them from happening. May God bless you so much. Remember to subscribe. See you in the next live. God bless you.